if you ever want to do business in China or whatever country, my 2 cents that I would always say from all the failures that I've had is you need to go to the place where you want to manufacture. And what you have to be wary of is there's middlemen, right? Which is traders, which is fine. I mean, that's there's no harm in making a buck. But how much bucks you're going to make is the problem, right? Some people make a 200-300% markup on your coin, and some people, because you are a babe in the woods, and that's short-term business, they'll discard you. Or some people will make a 20% markup, and then you'll be friends forever. I unfortunately found a 300% markup guy, and then we got screwed. And then I said, look, and by that time I was eating into my savings, and I was like, shit, there's something wrong here. So then I found out that there in Hong Kong every year there's a watch and clock fair. It happens twice a year. And so I called up a buddy. Of course, I was bootstrapped. So I called a buddy, and bootstrap is code for poor. And then basically called up my buddy and I said, look, can I come crash on your couch? He's like, well, you're welcome to come. So I basically ended up crashed on his couch surfing. And I was supposed to stay like a week. I ended up staying a month while this fair was going on. I mean, it's a big fair. Like it happens for over 2-3 weeks, right? Ended up at the fair every day. I used to go and comb each and every stall, ask questions, right? Like it's like every floor till like these guys on like by the end of week 2, they knew who I was. They're like, this guy is just, he's a tire kicker. He's wasting our time, blah, blah, blah. But there was one guy, right? At the end of the day, there was this one gentleman who was there and he said, do you want to see how watches are made? I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. And, he said, come on down. He says, he was as enthusiastic. Come on down, come on down and see my watch factory, hoping that he'd get like a little bit of business. But then long story short, he invited me to his house, which was a big mistake. I ended up staying with him for another couple of weeks, right? So I ended up spending time with him, his family. And at the end of it all, he said, I said, look, I don't have much money. And he was a bit disappointed there, but I told him my plan to sell online, use Facebook ads, to scale using everything, right? And he said, I'll tell you what, he says, if you want the cheap and cheerful stuff, what I can do for you, right, is that I have all these OEM stuff that a customer doesn't want. Why don't I just put your logo on this and I'll give it to you for free, right? You just pay for the logo printing. I said, sure, right? So your cost of market entry is basically like maybe $1,000 for 2,000, 3,000 watches, which is next to nothing. So you're like, perfect. This is like a sale. So you take what you had, which is about $5,000-6,000, you put it back into the Facebook ads machine, and then you just watch it grow.